Welcome to our YouTube channel dedicated to exploring the latest insights and opportunities in the world of finance and investments, with a special focus on currency revaluation, gold and silver investments, cryptocurrency, and make money online opportunities, and more. If you're interested in staying up to date on the latest developments in currency revaluation, particularly the Iraqi dinar and other currencies, best to subscribe to this channel. Please note that the content on this YouTube channel is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. We are not licensed financial advisors, and the opinions expressed on this channel are based on our own research and personal experience. We strongly recommend that you do your own research and consult with a licensed financial advisor. Also, just before we go any further, this channel has a weekly giveaway of 100 Dogecoin. To enter, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel, like this video, and watch this video until the end, because if you don't, you will be automatically disqualified from the giveaway. We will be sharing the random hashtag keyword daily somewhere in the video, and then comment hashtag the keyword with no spaces in between in the comment section. Good luck. Now, let's proceed with the latest Iraqi dinar news and intel today. Please take these pieces of information with a grain of salt, and please make sure to do your own due diligence. You know, every once in a while, we hit that point where all the puzzle pieces seem to line up, and right now, Iraq looks closer than ever to pulling the trigger. Between new data coming out, powerful statements from Sudani himself, and signs of major international readiness, these latest updates might be the most important ones we've seen all year. Now, I'm not here to overhype it, but if you've been following this journey closely, you're going to want to stick around till the end of this video, because these developments could easily be the turning point that sets the stage for the RV or RI to finally unfold. And trust me, my final analysis today will give you a perspective that's going to make you rethink just how close we might actually be. So, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because when this thing finally pops, you'll want to be one of the first to know. Alright, let's dive into the updates and you'll see exactly why so many eyes are on Iraq right now. From Intel Guru, Frank 26 Iraq Boots on the Ground report from Firefly. Every day they tell us they're launching something, but there's no change in the exchange rate. From Frank, but gentlemen, be reassured, it's coming. The projectile, the direction is coming straight to you. From Intel Newshound Guru MarkZ via PD question. How sure are you the RV is going to happen? Extremely. From Newshound Guru Clare. Article, between monetary reality and development ambitions, Iraq's financial reserves exceed $100 billion. Quote, foreign exchange reserves have emerged as one of the most prominent indicators of a country's economic strength, reflecting the level of monetary stability and the ability to confront crises. Saleh said that current foreign reserves are not considered sovereign funds for public investment, but rather are part of monetary policy and are managed exclusively by the Central Bank of Iraq. Saleh added that these reserves are allocated to protect the dinar's exchange rate and combat inflation. From Newshound Guru Militia Man, Iraq is ready for the big leagues. Why is Saleh talking about timelines? Because there's a push for digitalization and financial inclusion all around the country. They need as many of the people ready to go. This is one of the most important steps that they'll do as now. It's about advanced levels. I would not be surprised that Iraq is ready in the central bank to joining the BIS. The other preparations for the WTO. From Newshound Guru Samson. Article, Government Advisor. Monetary policy has achieved stability in the exchange rate and inflation. From Intel Guru, Frank 26 Iraq Boots on the Ground report. From Firefly. There's political turmoil on the streets today. It's been growing on a daily basis because they keep telling us what they're going to give us, but we don't see it. Instead, we see the rich get it. Today, this new election committee is dismissing all the good candidates and vetoing even Sudani and saying even if he wins the framework, want their own in charge now. The folks in the streets, we say, hell no. Of course we're protesting this. From Frank, you can if you want to. If I was you, I'd go home and order a pizza, because this doesn't add up to a hill of caca. Who cares what the opposition is saying? From Guru Nader from the Mideast, with me, I'm going to tell you the truth. Sometimes it hurts, but it's life. When I said before it's after the election, it's not before. Why? Because they use the election as a bargain. If you want purchase power, you have to vote for me. That's what they're saying exactly on TV. You can see it in the debates and everything. The election starts in the end of next month. From Newshound, Intel Guru FNU LNU, response to Guru Clare 10/9/2025. Article below. AI research. As of early October 2025, Iraq has added about 10 tons of gold to its reserves in 2025, bringing total gold reserves to roughly 163 tons. This reflects a combination of continued accumulation and favorable gold prices, with the gold portion constituting a rising share of the country's total reserves. The gold tally has, for a fact, been revised since January and has added 10 tons to the reserve, making for a total of 163 tons. This was reported in Shafaq Radau in Trading Economics and verified by the CBI. From Newshound Guru Clare, article Al-Sudani in an interview with CNBC, Iraq is moving towards a diversified economy, and we call on OPEC to review its production quota. Quote, in an interview with CNBC, Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani confirmed that the Iraqi government is proceeding with comprehensive economic reforms aimed at diversifying national income sources and reducing reliance on oil. He noted that Iraq possesses the economic and natural resources that qualify it to transform into an industrial state and a commercial hub linking Europe and Asia through the Development Road Project. From Newshound Guru Militia Man, article, quote, non-oil revenues are to equate from 2024 11% growth. When Vietnam was rocking and rolling big time a few years ago, it was 5 to 6% growth, and it was the hottest emerging market. They're talking about 11%. That's probably why you see so much activity right now, because the writing is on the wall. Iraq is going to explode. 11% GDP is massive. Before ending with few more updates, the hashtag keyword for the 100 Dogecoin giveaway is ambitions. Comment down below which updates you like, think is valuable, or get you most excited. You can be the lucky winner if you like, subscribe, and watch the main content of this video. This will be for this coming Sunday's giveaway, and the winner will be announced in one of the Sunday's videos, so you do not want to miss it. From Intel Guru Frank 26, the streets of Iraq are flooded with monetary reform education. There's a lot of talk. You could call it rumors. You could call it scuttlebutt, hearsay. They say, she say, whatever say, but they all say pretty much the same thing. In the streets, I believe there's a need for them to talk an awful lot about this. Everybody knows it's no secret. From Intel Newshound Guru MarkZ via PDK. Question, will we have to wait for Jan 1st for the reset? From MarkZ. I am told it's not date specific, but depends of when things happen. So it could be at any time, depending on certain events. And finally, the last update is from Newshound's Intel Guru Mountain Goat. Article, Trump Advisor. U.S. sanctions on Iraq severe if PMF law passed. The news on this issue of the PMF Popular Mobilization Forces is all good so far and is moving along now that the Trump administration has finally begun to recognize Iraq's potential and get the U.S. companies invested there. But first things first, as Iraq must be stable and safe for the U.S. to come in and play. We can see the urgency to remove the PMF as the January 2026 timeframe looms for the reinstatement in the distance. All right, guys, before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because if Iraq really is preparing for something massive, you'll want to be here the moment it breaks. What I'm about to unpack gives us one of the clearest pictures yet of where things stand in the revaluation and reinstatement process. Now that we've covered the latest updates, let's zoom out and connect the dots, because in my opinion, these reports from Clare, Militia Man, and Sudani's CNBC interview are not isolated. They're strategic. And when you line them up, they tell a powerful story of a country not waiting to be ready, but showing the world that it already is. Let's start with Clare's update, because this one is huge. Iraq's foreign reserves have officially crossed the $100 billion mark, with roughly 163 tons of gold in reserve. That's a staggering level of monetary strength, and it's not just sitting there for show. According to Dr. Mazar Saleh, these funds aren't meant for infrastructure or government projects. They're monetary defense reserves controlled exclusively by the Central Bank of Iraq. Their purpose is simple: to protect the exchange rate and combat inflation. Now, that's exactly what you want to see right before a potential rate change. You build those reserves to defend the new value when it hits the global stage. That kind of fiscal discipline isn't about day-to-day stability. It's about long-term credibility. And Iraq just sent a clear signal that it's ready to handle both. Then comes Militia Man's update, and he nails it when he says Iraq is ready for the big leagues. Between the Oliver Wyman digital banking framework, BIS readiness, and WTO integration, Iraq is ticking every international box needed to re-enter the global financial system. The phrase big leagues isn't hype, it's literal. Joining the Bank for International Settlements puts you in the same room with the world's major central banks. Add WTO membership, and you unlock trade access, financial transparency, and currency convertibility. And let's not overlook Sudani's interview with CNBC. That one was a global message disguised as an economic update. He said Iraq is pushing comprehensive reforms, reducing its dependence on oil, and positioning itself as a commercial hub linking Europe and Asia through the Development Road Project. In other words, he's painting a picture of a diversified, modern economy that's no longer held hostage by crude prices. That's the kind of messaging you deliver when you're about to reintroduce your currency's true value to the international community. And here's what really stands out right now. Sudani isn't just governing, he's signaling. Every move he's made recently, the interviews, the economic milestones, the alignment with the IMF, all feel like a coordinated message to the global markets. We're ready for the next step. You don't showcase a $100 billion reserve and a 14% rise in non-oil revenues unless you're preparing investors, financial institutions, and trade partners for something transformational like a shift in the currency's real value. And with the elections just around the corner, timing has never been more critical. This is Sudani's chance to make history, to become the leader who brought Iraq back to economic strength and restored global confidence in the dinar. If he wants that legacy-defining win, now is the moment to act. And judging by the pace and precision of these reforms, it looks like every move is part of a larger countdown. When the curtain finally rises, the entire world will already be watching. So in my opinion, these aren't just updates, they're signals. Iraq isn't talking about reform anymore, it's executing reform. The reserves are built, the banking system is modernized, the political and fiscal groundwork is nearly complete, everything's aligned for the next chapter. And that's my final take. Iraq isn't just preparing behind the scenes anymore, they're setting the stage for the world to see what comes next. Moreover, we posted a breaking news the other day. Iraq just made a major move toward joining the World Trade Organization by completing comprehensive technical responses, an essential step that signals a shift toward full international integration. While this might seem like a routine headline, it's actually one of the strongest signs that Iraq could be preparing to move off the program rate and take the dinar global. In this video, I'll break down how this development ties directly into the RV/RI process, how it connects with IMF Article 8 compliance, and why this moment could indicate the beginning of the end for the 1300 rate. If you've been watching for the clues and waiting for confirmation that Iraq is ready, this is the update you don't want to overlook. Most people will miss the significance until it's too late. Please go ahead and check it out by clicking on the link on the top right of this video, as you don't want to miss this. Lastly, we will continue to post videos about the recent events and articles supporting the changes taking place in Iraq, so you don't want to miss them. Also, don't forget, please drop a comment below with hashtag and the keyword and let us know what you think. If you like this content and like to support this channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you get notified when new videos are uploaded. See you on the next video. Bye!